I am joined now by Scott Weaver, who qualified for this upcoming $3,000 webcam championship. Scott qualified through Swiss points, actually, doing pretty well, I think, at all three events, but
Yeah.
never quite top four one of the events.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was like 13th or 14th in the first one, then top 8 on the second one, so we were close. And then it was I think 10th or 11th on the last one. So yeah, I did like pretty well on all of them.
I remember one of them you were on Mirio, right?
Yes, that was the top 8. Yeah.
Okay, and
That one
what
was
were you
good.
on
That
in
one
the
was
other
just
two?
what was that?
Oh, what were you playing the other two?
It was Mineta for the first one, and then I was playing Ghidorah on this last one. Yeah,
Okay.
and then I think the Ghidorah was a little tough. We found Bert, and that's not a great matchup. So at least from what how that tournament went. So
Yeah. Did you play Bert twice?
I think I played it in the Swiss. Let's see. I think I played it once, and then I had a loss to something else. But yeah, I found Bert, and it was like, oh man, I knew from immediately. Like as soon
Yeah.
as he flipped the character, like yeah, it's over.
Just don't
So
fight Bert this weekend.
uh, yeah, we'll see. Not sure how good that's going to go with 16 people, but maybe.
Yeah. But that's pretty cool that you played three different characters. You put up decent results on all of them. You didn't have an event where you just completely scrubbed out. You were
Yeah.
getting close, or like with the Miria, you got to top eight. Um,
hmm
how did you get into Universus as a whole? Have you been playing for a long time or just recently?
So I've been playing since set 3, I think, and I just got in. I was playing a bunch of Magic and a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh, and I played like other card games as well, but those are kind of the main two. And some buddies of mine from Magic were playing it, and I was like, "What is this?" Played a couple games with Bird. Was the first deck I ever played. It like my buddy said, "Yeah, here, borrow Tokiyami." And I said, "Okay," and then I strung out on my opponent, and I was like, "Oh, this game's great." So yeah, I've
All
been
right,
playing
so
that since then.
you're a fan of turn two aggro, murder them.
Uh, I don't prefer it. I'm actually kind of bummed out because right now it feels like that's a lot of what the format looks like. But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean it's fun. I used to play Storm and Magic at one point, and I mean I've played Control, mid range, aggro. I mean, I don't know. They can all be pretty fun. So
Yeah.
yeah.
What was the it factor of Universus over Magic?
Uh, Magic, honestly, it was a lot of it was a lot of the product issue of just like I was playing Modern, and it was, two new push sets for that every year, and then new cards, and it's like, oh yeah, your collection was really great 6 months ago, but unless you upgrade for $400 extra off this new set that we put, you're gonna have a bad time. So it was like that, and then just kind of got a little stale with the game, and yeah, so I was just really enjoying it. Also the IPs. I like a lot of the like anime and stuff, so
Yeah.
My Hero was sick. I loved when they brought out the Cowboy Bebop and everything. Like so, and looking forward to more IPs like solo leveling. I'm actually really excited and curious what that level up mechanic's gonna look like. So,
Yeah, I'm very excited about that one. I just recently watched that series. I watched it and then they told us they were announcing it like 1 week later.
oh really?
Um,
Okay, yeah.
what's your favorite Universus character and your favorite attack?
Mirio is probably my favorite Universe's character. He's one of my favorite characters in general. I got a little pop on my desk, so
Nice.
I'm all about it. And then probably favorite attack is Armor of the Ape. Actually, it should probably be like Armor of the Wolf or something crazy, good old UR or Secret Rare. But Armor of the Ape is just like it has the momentum effect, which I love. Like I love all the face up momentum effects in the game, and then it has the +1/+1 for each momentum you have, which I think is just a really cool effect. And yeah, so that honestly, it kind of just has like all the bits that I'm like, yeah, that's a sweet card. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm amazed every time at how much the Armor of the Ape saves me as Amajiki. Just like,
Oh,
hey, -3 damage or -1
yeah.
damage on three straight attacks, and then I Amajiki once per turn just to get another -1 damage, and that saves, and then I live at one or something.
Oh yeah, I've been playing it with Mirio. I played in the top 8 or that tournament, and then I've been playing Mirio with Flask on it for Chaos, and that's actually been really great. You get like 2 Armor of the Apes into your momentum. You have a Flask on board, and you're like, yeah, I'll reset 2 of your attacks every turn. Let's do
Yeah,
that.
yeah, you're gonna need to
So it's
deal
good.
60. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, give us your hottest universes take. Something that everybody watching is going to disagree with you.
Yeah, everyone I've talked to has disagreed with me. So that makes sense. It's so I think what they were trying to do with Blitz was make the game shorter, make it a little less mental load of going back and forth, new player friendly. But I think, like honestly, something that would help a lot, and it would save a lot of time in games. So for tournaments, not going to time every single round, and then also I think it would help with new players is doing something similar to like changing the enhance response priority, where it's like, okay, I play my attack. If I'm Ghidorah, instead of going +1 speed, yours, +1 speed, yours, you just say +1 speed, +1 damage, activate Ghidorah's effect to say I can play this next. And then you pass priority to your opponent and they're allowed to activate their stuff. And then if they pass back, that ends the enhance. That way it would make things a lot faster. And like with newer players, one of the things that when I'm trying to teach a newer player, they get kind of lost in is like, they want to play it and then activate all their buttons. And you're like, no, hold on. I have to have buttons. And then we go back and forth. And then I have to say, I pass. Ooh, now it's too fast. Now I use my speed. And it just kind of like clunks up the game. So I think like that's a super hot take is like they should just change how enhances and priority goes back and forth. And it would make some cards really strong and some cards way weaker. But I think like that actually just helps with the speed of the game, helps with new player experience. But it obviously simplifies the game. So that's a
So
super hot take.
are you saying offense gets an enhanced step, defense gets an enhanced step, then we go to blocks and damage? Or are you saying I have priority to do as many enhances as I want, then you have priority to do as many enhances as you want, and then I can
Then it
still play
passes.
more enhances?
Correct. But then you still have the thing of if you both pass. So yeah, I'm saying the second one. Yeah. So basically you activate any enhances you'd like, which makes things that say like tap, give the stun, then you can stun. Instead of being like tap, give
Yeah.
the stun, yours. Oh, you don't have anything? Well, I know you have that -3 speed over there. So at some point you might want to activate that. So now I have to have 5 enhances where every time I go yours, 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 yours. And then your opponent might even be thinking on that second or third time you pass back, your opponent's like, is this where I want to activate this? Is this where I want to do something? And if you take that and like go over every single attack in a game, you could save like that saves like 10 minutes per round, which is a lot of times I find like that's what you need. You only need, there's so many people where it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, we went to time. If I had 2 more minutes to like pass the turn back or whatever. And so it simplifies the game a lot, changes the game drastically, like at its core. But I think like, if you want to like lower the mental load, make it easier for new players and save time on the rounds, which is I think what Blitz was there supposed to do, you probably like that seems like a good thing. But everyone I've talked to about is like, no, that changes the game. I hate it. And I'm like, yeah, well, that's fair. I don't know.
I don't mind it actually. I think because
Yeah.
it keeps interaction there, right? Like if
Mhm.
you have a broken psyche on stage, I'll keep some of my enhances back. It's not just
Right.
giving defense the final say. It's there's
Right. And
still interaction and timing to consider.
well, and that's the thing is we play that game anyways, right? I say plus
Mhm.
one damage, +1 damage. Are you going to use this broken psyche? And you're like, I can still block it. And I'm like +1 speed. And you're like, I'll pass it and try to get that extra +2 damage ability you have over there. And you go, ooh, I'll pass as well. Cool, eat it. And it's like, so we
Yeah.
play that game anyways. So you're kind of just cutting out that little bit of a middleman. It makes some things really strong. Makes Armor of the Wolf really bad because you're not passing back 24/7. And it makes other things really strong, like Phantom Threat would be, I activate 5 +1 abilities and now it has flash, catch it. But you'd have to design around that in the future.
All
But
right. Yeah.
I think
I
it would
see
help.
where
But
the
yeah, it's
hottest take is coming now. It's all back to the Muriel player, Phantom Threat.
yeah.
Yeah. Let's just
No,
make
no, no.
that thing better.
Yeah. No, I do. When I saw Blitz, I was like, ooh, this seems like a way better way to handle the things that they're trying to handle with Blitz. So I don't know. That's a hot take. But if anyone loves it, start a petition. Let's go. I'm backing it.
All right. What's an IP Universes should add?
Oh, JJK, but I don't know if we're gonna get that anytime soon since Battle Arena just picked it up. But yeah, Jujutsu
Yeah.
Kaisen would be sick. We're going into like the third season. The manga just finished up. I'd be all about it. So
I have watched episode 1 of Jujutsu Kaisen 3 times, and I have never finished episode 2.
really, okay,
I always think
not for you.
well, it's just everybody tells me to watch it, so it's like, all right, I'm gonna watch it, and then I fall asleep in episode 2, and then the next day I want to watch something else, and I never put in the time. I think that it to get
My,
addicted.
yeah, my buddy, one of my best friends, he wanted me to watch Soul Eater for years, and it probably took me 3 or 4 times to finally like get through the first couple episodes to get into it. So who knows? Maybe you'll become a fan at some point.
Yeah, I'll get there someday. All right, if you
Yeah.
were to stop playing Universus, it will be because of blank.
I don't know. I was actually this was the one I was like really like I don't know what the answer on this is because I played Yu-Gi-Oh, so tier zero formats where it's Bert or Godzilla or bust. And it's like and
Yeah.
obviously we don't have that so bad. Like even the best character is only going to be 15% representation. So it's like we don't even have that bad. And I don't know. I love all the IPs. I don't mind tier zero formats, which this game really just the community kind of strays away from.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was trying to think about this, like what would get me to quit playing, and I have no idea. Maybe just I don't know. Now that we have webcam stuff, I wouldn't even be like because our locals is 6 to 10 that we can get, and it's for bigger events. We'll have more people, but it's like at least with the webcam stuff, now I can play as much competitive like every month and do stuff. And so yeah, I have no idea. Honestly, I wish I had an answer, but that one I was like I'm stumped. I really couldn't tell you.
Yeah. Yeah. Even with like Bert 2 right now, it's like, maybe 20% of the field will play him. Like, it's not going to reach 50% probably. Oh, nice. Okay, so
We're
that
getting
might
that
lead
up
me
for
into
it.
my next question. What character are you most leaning towards for this weekend, and what character do you actually think is going to win the event?
I'm mostly leaning towards Bert. I plan to play Bert. I was really tossing up between that and Mirio because Mirio is just like one of my favorites. But in testing, it was like, yeah, sometimes the Burt misses, you can crack him. But if he flips, it's over. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's no amount of resets and blocking. You're not going to be able to survive that. The deck I think is going to win is probably Godzilla because I'm imagining quite a few people are going to show up with Burt, and then Godzilla is a miserable matchup for
Mm-hmm.
that. And Ymir, it's pretty tough for Ymir because she can get into like 7, gets reset, and then Godzilla just smacks her. And I think Ymir and Burt are kind of going to be the two big aggro dudes. So I'm thinking Godzilla's winning, but I'm bringing Burt because we randomly pulled a Chrome. So I was like, yeah, if I have the Chrome, we're going to play
Yeah,
it.
we're doing it.
Yeah,
Well,
for sure.
Cromer or Bird, that has to level you up. And
You
you're
hope
like
so.
I don't know how many Godzillas we're gonna have out there. So
Really? Okay. Well,
anyway, you're
hey,
putting
here's
them
to
on
hoping then.
notice though
Yeah. Yeah.
that they should be playing Godzilla. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to join me. Any last shout outs you have before we let you go?
I guess I should shout out G&G over here on the Gulf Coast. But yeah, and then testing partners. So Henry Clark and me, we test a lot. He did really well at this last regional, and we're always trying to figure out something new to like innovate on a deck. Although that can be tough because the community is usually all on the deck building already. So
Yeah,
yeah, I guess that'd be about it.
perfect. Well, I appreciate you, and I'll see you on Saturday. Come and root on Scott. It'll be streamed on Tam's Twitch, and $3,000 up for grabs. First place walks away with $750. So see you then.